Halli, hallo,
So
hallöchen,
this
Leute,
is the other
willkommen
Durin, huh?
wieder zurück zu Genshin Impact und ich habe mich direkt zum Drachengrad begeben und die Handlung geht einfach mal klar, knallhart
If this
weiter.
had been the dragon that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure. So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero.
Du dachtest einfach so, du wärst plötzlich nett? Welchen Durin meint er denn jetzt als Held? Den alten Drachen oder den neuen?
No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy.
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet. I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You're finally here! Oh, boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you!
Oh, you're here too.
I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things?
Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first.
Du tauschst Informationen mit Albedo aus. Ja,
Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
So, from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him?
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading. If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over.
Aber wenn das passiert,
This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case. Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along. So now, there's only one thing missing.
die Magie, richtig?
As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
So, the reason Alice had us complete this book...
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself.
Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book. The next part of the story most likely relates to me. So the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
Huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had joined yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the... But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it...
I see.
Zuerst wohl den klebrigsten nehmen und lass ihn die Narbe des Bruchs binden. Von der Hexe der Weisheit
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, None other than the little dragon himself.
Okay, wo sind wir jetzt
Is
hier wieder?
this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Albedo?
Okay, was wird Albedo sein? Ein Katze
Hold
oder ein
on.
Hund?
Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah. We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
Oh mein
At
Gott.
least you're still human-shaped.
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all. You must be special figures in some way.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
Sehen wir uns mal um. Oh Gott, Albedo sieht schon witzig aus. Albedos Figur gab es so in der Simulanka-Welt nicht. Ich erinnere mich noch aber daran, dass er als Charakter anwesend war. Ist das ein versteckter Weg?
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Come on, what are we waiting for? Next chapter, here we come! Ouch!
But this was a chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here?
Vielleicht hatte die Autorin einen Geistesblitz. Und dann war ihr Kopf plötzlich wie leergefegt.
Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
Over here. I found something.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself, though the creature had perished long ago, and the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one...
Sounds like this chapter's about Albedo bringing me to life?
If that really was the solution, though, this would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation. So why is Durin still being forgotten?
There has to be some other reason.
Es gibt noch Orte, die wir überprüfen können. Wir haben Zeit.
Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more.
Ja. Dann gucken wir uns erstmal das Herz
Unless
an.
the little dragon kept moving, eventually, ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Okay, da können wir nicht hoch. Nee, da kommen wir... Ah, kann ich über die Leiter hoch? Ja, tatsächlich. Hier ist noch ein Drache.
There you are.
Oh, hello there. Hey, it's Mini Durin again. What are you doing, Hope?
I was worried I'd scare everyone off, so I've been hiding out here all this time.
Ja, genau wie zuvor. In dem einen
You
Raum
must be
hat er
really
sich versteckt.
nervous, huh?
I guess I am a little nervous, but I'm also excited. I'm gonna get to stop the evil dragon and even become a human. It's all thanks to that clay man. He's the one who talked me in. And once I'm a human, I'll be able to make loads of friends and do tons.
You'll make lots of friends, that's for sure. And go on many unforgettable adventures.
I'm so glad to hear it. The only thing is, the clay man said becoming human isn't gonna be easy.
He's right about that. Even if you manage to become a human, there will always...
Really?
But even so, your friends will be there to help you.
Oh? Then I'm not afraid.
Funny, isn't it? After talking to you, I'm not afraid anymore either. So, Are you ready now?
Yep, I'm ready to become a human.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward.
Cooles Artwork auf jeden Fall.
Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten. And so was the little dragon born anew.
Finally, a happy ending! That must be the last step, right? Woohoo! We completed the story!
Das glaubst du doch wohl selbst nicht. Aber wenn das so ist, warum sind wir dann immer noch hier?
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
Natürlich nicht.
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got.
Wow! You're all so serious up.
Okay, irgendwas passiert hier wieder.
Durin, are you alright?
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey! What kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it! What choice does he have?
Time is running out. So,
What's up with the narrator?
Ja, das ist ein bisschen strange jetzt gerade. Warte mal, was?
dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply
Fähig weiter voranzukommen.
in
Okay, wir haben einen Countdown. Griff schnell eine Entscheidung. Was denn? Was?
The little dragon and his companions.
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
Hä, aber
Once
warum?
the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
Warum hast du denn vorher nichts gesagt?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank.
Habe ich da was falsch gemacht?
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
Alice?
You may have noticed that little Durins' experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic.
Ich habe ein schlechtes Ende? Was ist das denn für eine Lüge? Du
Let me
warst
guess.
also...
You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more.
Das war eine überraschende Wendung.
Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power
Blättern wir mal um. So, gut. Was haben wir denn jetzt? Zurück. Triff schnell eine Entscheidung.
To hold the power map.
Bin ich hier durch?
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Gehen wir hier weiter? Nee, das ist dasselbe Ende wie vorher.
Not enough ink? Seriously?
Müssen wir wohl auf andere Dinger. Zack. Was haben wir denn hier noch? So schnell eine Entscheidung, ja. Haben wir hier irgendwie was? Nee. Komme ich denn hier an Tinte? Ah! Was können wir hier überhaupt machen? Um vielleicht weiter voranzukommen. Zurück zum Schloss. Hier haben wir auf jeden Fall eine Tinte. Ich komme da nicht durch.
Returning to the castle.
Scheint wegen etwas hin und her gerissen
I
zu
just
sein.
never
Ach, jetzt
thought
ist noch-
crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a solution.
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
Die Geschichte wird schließlich zu ihrem Ende kommen.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world, there was no danger here. No problems for the little dragon. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off, and so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle.
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up!
Wir sind an einem Ende angelangt.
But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back every.
Okay, wieder verkackt.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Hä? Dann blättern wir nochmal. Ah, da können wir ja eigentlich nur bei dem leeren Ding hier rauskommen. Hier. Oder?
Ahead of
Dare to hold the
Einfach
power
nachgeben.
map. Or
Ja, aber sonst habe ich keine Optionen mehr. Nee, das Ende
Go
hatten wir
this
schon.
way. We'll be returning to the castle.
Returning to the castle.
Du wirst an einem Ort festsetzen. Dort gibt es nichts Herausforderndes für dich.
You'll just be hiding from your problems and pretending like none of this ever happened.
I see.
Gehen wir nicht durch.
dare to hold the power map.
Aber was habe ich denn jetzt für eine Möglichkeit? Ich kann hier auch nichts untersuchen. Und hier haben wir dasselbe Problem in Grün.
Not enough ink? Seriously?
Es gibt keine andere Optionen mehr. Die gibt es leider wirklich nicht. Hier haben wir halt nichts mehr. Zack. Und hier können
Ahead
wir auch
of
nicht
them
hin.
was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Ich will noch mal, hier war doch der Drache. Oh, komm, lass mich hoch. Komm. Hier war noch der kleine Drache. Vielleicht ist der hier nochmal. Nee, der ist hier nicht nochmal. Shit, dann muss ich jetzt den Countdown. Dingens.
Dare to hold the power map.
Was jetzt? Die Prophezeiung wird sich unweigerlich erfüllen. Okay, lass mir den Countdown
The
ablaufen.
little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him unchecked. The darkness engulfed everything around it. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the
Is this me?
Scheint so.
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
Also ist die Geschichte zu Ende.
No! That means dirt. What do we do now?
So, Rückgänger. Ja, das darf auch nicht passieren. Ja, alles gut. Wir verkacken irgendwie nach Strich und Faden.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Ja, aber ich kann ja nichts mehr machen. Ich kann ja mit nichts mehr interagieren. Ist die Geschichte jetzt endlich mal sichtbar? Nee.
What's going on here? Why isn't the story letting Durin just suppress the abyssal power? It keeps getting stuck.
Nee, nicht wirklich. Man kann nichts machen.
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story.
So, what now? Did we use too much earlier?
Wir haben doch noch
How are we
welches.
supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left?
Das ist möglich. Die Geschichte sollte einfach noch nicht zu Ende sein.
Well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why?
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential. Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story, and I suspect that has remained the case, even after his arrival. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate. As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, but Durin's story, on the other hand,
Braucht einen Autor, an ihr weiterzuschreiben.
as Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power. In other words, his story can't continue, because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like.
It would seem the little dragon had made a group of fine friends.
Save it. The question is, are you here to help him or stand in his way?
This is as far as the story.
Wenn die Geschichte jetzt endet, wird Durin sich einfach in Luft
I
auflösen.
suppose the final decision is up to... It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for my...
By there, I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter.
But we still don't even know how Alice's magic works. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some...
I'm not afraid.
Na los, wir bleiben die ganze Zeit bei
I
dir.
second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for yourself.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Na gut, dann werden wir das jetzt mal probieren. Aber ich werde vorher erstmal den Part beenden hier. Ich sag dann mal bis dann und ciao, Leute. Wir sehen uns.